Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots. And D'Lo credits his father for the inspiration, saying he used to say that all the time. Play like you have ice in your veins. So that's how I play. No feeling, letting it go, playing free. Kevin, that's how I'm doing the sideline report tonight.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Knicks. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And the Hornets, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Russell and Beasley. Johnson is out there with Towns, and it's Turner in at the 3. And for Charlotte, post pairing is Washington along with Zeller. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt. You know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Russell against Rozier. Right side Russell. Towns for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, this is just another weapon that Cat has at his disposal. A 7-footer with a sweet jumper off the pass. How do you guard Karl Anthony Towns anyway?
Outside Russell. Johnson, a wide open look. Misses the 3. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to Brooklyn. Over to the left wing. Bridges for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Now Russell, following Miles Bridges' 3-point attempt. Towns finds Russell. Another miss by Minnesota.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Rozier for 3. Beasley with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Russell. Up and in on the layup.
Okay, D'Angelo Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful.
There's the pass to Washington. Back to Monk. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Rozier for 3. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Russell. And he gets the bucket.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
Rozier the pass to Washington. 3-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Beasley with a clean look. A 3-pointer is right on target.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Out to the right wing. Bridges for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got his second basket of the night.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Turner dishes to Towns. Back to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Group on the floor now for Charlotte. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Omari Spellman has come in for Towns. Hernan Gomez comes in for Johnson. Culver's checked in for Evan Turner. And Okogie subbed in for Beasley. Graham with the bucket.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Graham. Back to Hernan Gomez. Over to the wing. Plenty of space. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Culver. Russell's got 6. The Hornets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Three-pointer, Graham. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Minnesota in the lead. Okogie for 3. Here's Spellman. And no good that time. Great D that time from Batum. Passes to Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Smith. Unloads from 9. Tries again. And Hernan Gomez with the lay-in.
I'll tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Here's Russell driving inside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defensive's got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. A shot by Culver, nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Hornets, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Smith for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Culver for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
And the Hornets call time here. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Hornets on top as they end the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer. A lot of guys that have made that jump, paved the way for us, a lot of older guys. And, the answer that they were giving me was figuring out that routine that your body needs, that your mind needs to prepare for each game. And once I started getting in that consistent routine of napping, eating my pregame meal, things of that sort, it kind of started to come for me.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hornets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Bridges and Washington are up in the forward positions. Devontae Graham is out there with Monk, and it's Zeller in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Now here's Turner, following the miss by Miles Bridges. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Spellman. The shot off that time, and the Hornets now going the other way. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, "We're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies." Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one.
That's his first triple of the second period, 3rd of the game.
Turner passes to Towns. Shoots over Washington. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Karl Anthony Towns.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
3-pointer, Graham. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Culver passes to Towns. The dish to Culver. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Johnson, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Hernan Gomez comes in for Evan Turner. Okogie's checked in for Malik Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Culver. Now, here is Russell. He's got 8. Kicks it out to Johnson from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Okogie. Rozier defending. And a missed layup. Here's Batum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Batum's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Timberwolves now. 56 seconds left to play here in the half.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Fires for 3. Tips it. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 11-point game. To end the drought, traps in the tray. Russell's got 11 points.
Well, it's important that D'Angelo Russell keep making shots from deep. This is an aspect of his game he's starting to sharpen.
And here's Hernan Gomez outside. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Timberwolves trail by 8 on the wing. Johnson. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the Hornets call time here. Rozier for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rozier's got his second basket of the game.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Here's Johnson, and so it's Charlotte holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And for a team that's never made the conference final, Shaq, it's no wonder the Hornets have also never had a regular season MVP.
Kemba Walker, Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Dale Curry, great former Hornets who never had that one magical year.
Muggsy Bogues,
Kendall Gill.
Glenn Rice.
But lately, the talent cupboard has been bare.
The low attendance numbers reflect the lack of stars on the roster, but I think MJ and the rest of that team and that organization will get it better.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, in the backcourt, it's Russell and Beasley. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Johnson, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. Hornets leading by 9. Rozier looking around, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Rozier for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beasley with, outguarded by Monk. There's Russell with the 3. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
And here's Towns after Miles Bridges getting his shot to go from deep. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Towns, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out to the right wing. Monk for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Lets it go from deep. Johnson's shot is off. Hornets leading by 13. Jacks up a 3. And Malik Monk hits from deep. Monk's got 6.
their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And they pick up 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the right side. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside Turner. To the wing right side. Zeller against Towns. Good, nice job down low. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Group substitution now for Minnesota. Omari Spellman has come in for Karl Anthony Towns. Hernan Gomez comes in for James Johnson. Culver's checked in for Turner. And Okogie subbed in for Beasley. So it's the Hornets now. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Graham from outside. That shot off the mark. Timberwolves go the other way with it. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress. Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Graham. He's got 9. Good on the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Russell driving to the basket. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. They lead by 14. From deep, Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Okogie misses. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Three-pointer, Graham. Rebound, Minnesota. Shoots a 3, and Josh Okogie gets the 3. Okogie's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Graham, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Batum for 3, nailed from three-point land. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
For 3, Okogie. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer, Graham. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Russell against Graham. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Okogie. Teardrop shot. It's good. Okogie's got 5 points now this quarter. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Charlotte riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up, ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Hornets, post pairing is Washington along with Zeller. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward.
We've talked about this guy's ability to get to the free throw line. Towns in incredibly tough cover.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And here is Rozier after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. Here's Washington. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Russell with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now, here's Rozier. Charlotte no good that time either.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Washington, that's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail by 8. Russell dishes to Towns. To the paint. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Hornets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Rozier, the pass to Monk. Out to the right wing. Here's Washington. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Now, here is Russell. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Towns. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Rozier, the pass to Monk. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Charlotte. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Here's Beasley following the basket by Malik Monk. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Russell. Stolen by Washington. Fast break now for Charlotte. And then Washington with the dunk.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Beasley outside. Out left to the wing. Russell with it. And Zeller picks him up defensively. Beasley for three. It's good from long range.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Russell with the three. Can't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Hornets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And it's Washington missing. 6-second difference between shot and game clock.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Drills it from outside. And the Hornets lead by 11.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Towns. Misses there. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.